I love setting goals, and it's something I do every year. And for the past couple years, I've been seeing videos and reading about Powersheets online, and I've been wondering about what it's like to use them, how it's set up, and the prep work that goes into it, and things like that. So I decided this year I would actually go ahead and order the Powersheets. So this is just going to be like an unboxing. I ordered the best year bundle. So we're just going to go through what's included and what my thoughts are, just like first impression kind of before I started using the Powersheets. So this is the box they come in, and I love the beautiful cheerful yellow color. So today is the day. And I like what this little flag says up here. The contents of this box will help you cultivate what matters. So I've already opened the box and taken the plastic off, so there isn't any packaging left, but they did come packaged in plastic and bubble wrap to keep things safe. So included in the best year bundle this was a free sticker. I think orders over a certain dollar value when they were ordered during the release weekend received this sticker, Cultivate What Matters. And I got the goal setting sticker book with the signature goal color coding system. I love color coding things. And the tending tape and the 2020 wildcard page pack. Now I think some of these you can actually download from the website as well. And then I also got a pouch. So I got the teal pouch, and then it has the bright pink accents. So I love that. And then the little gold sprout leaves. And I chose the blooms cover for my Powersheets this year. So I was torn between the blooms and the confetti, because confetti is kind of like the classic Cultivate What Matters pattern. But looking at it, I just felt it was like a little too busy for me. So I went with the blooms. So I love the color and the gold foil. And I just think it's beautiful. It's just without being too busy for me. So it's a nice heavy cardboard cover. And then they have the little metal corners here, or the little metal covers to protect the corners. Now I got this on launch week. So I ordered it on launch week, I think the second day. And it's just been sitting in the box since then, waiting for prep week, which starts on Monday. But I have noticed the little page corners do have a little bit of tarnish starting there on them. But other than that, it's beautiful. And then it has the O-ring coil, so that can be a little tricky sometimes when you're flipping pages, but it's just something that you have to be careful of. And then inside the Powersheets, there's a few more things. So this card here, hello, best year ever. So that might be something just to like keep on my desk or put on my bulletin board. And then this is beautiful, like with the gold foil. So 2020, let's do this. So another great thing to maybe put on the desk, or, you know, even get like a frame from the dollar store and pop this in. And then I love this postcard and this quote. You know all those things you've always wanted to do, you should go do them. So yeah, on the back it's like a little postcard, so you could send it to a friend if you wanted to. And then your card for your word of the year. So I've been thinking about what I want my word of the year to be, and I think I have it narrowed down, but I still want to kind of mull it over a bit. And then as I go through like the prep work, it might even change. And then we have the actual Powersheets. So 2020 clear vision, intentional goals, let's do this. And I love the foil, like it's just so pretty, and just like an extra little touch there. Because it's even just like these tiny little flowers have like the gold foil centers and little gold foil stamen. So what's included in the Powersheets? Like what are Powersheets? So it goes through the 3 different sections. So there's the Powersheets prep, and then action plans, and then that's what I'm most, I guess, excited about or interested in, is it's really easy to come up with goals. The hard part is figuring out how to achieve those goals and kind of putting an action plan in place that I follow along with. And then 3, the monthly tending pages. So then where you kind of keep track of your progress month by month and make sure that you are making progress. And then they have the front piece. So what if today is the day that everything changes, and your name and then the date that you started. And I like this little statement here too by Lara Casey. So maybe you're afraid to let your pen touch this paper because you want to put down perfect words. Final, clear, polished, perfect answers and perfect handwriting. Maybe you feel inadequate, overwhelmed, lost, or unsure of the path ahead. Maybe you're afraid that the words you put down here will change you, so you hesitate. Guess what? Peonies grow through the dirt, and so do you. Hesitate no more. It's time to get your hands dirty, make a mess, and dig in. A year from now, you'll be so glad you did. And then just a few stickers here. So then these are like, I guess, the colors for the color coding system, and then some coordinating stickers. And then this is the prep work section. So we have a spot here, maybe just like do a brain dump. So we have a spot here to do a brainstorm of your goal ideas for the year. And then there's worksheets to go through to help you narrow down and identify what it is you really want to achieve this year. So a life evaluation. So there's 8 different areas here to think about. And if one of these areas doesn't really work for you, you can always like scratch it out and pick a different one. And then thinking about like who you are, who you think you are, all that kind of stuff. And I think these quote pages are beautiful. I love this blue color. So you are strong, brave, capable, creative, ready. Moving past fear, good things, challenges, lessons. And then the big picture, so kind of envisioning where you want to be. And then dreams become decisions when you cultivate them. And beautiful like robin's egg blue page color. Let's see, your legacy, threads, cultivated year. Thinking about what you want this coming year to look like. And then your word of the year. So a space here, and then you can also put it on the card if you want to keep the card in like a more visible place. And then imagining your best year and a vision board. I love making a vision board. It's something I do every year. So I'll probably make one in here, but then I also like to make a big one that I can kind of put on display, usually in my workspace, just so I can remind myself of what it is I'm working towards. So that's all the prep pages. So there's 34 of those. And then we get into the goals. So again, like this is, I love this divider, goal, get 'em, and with the gold foil. And then just a little bit about setting goals, choosing them. And then they have space for 8 goals for 2020. And then they have the little spot here to put the flags so you can color code them. And then use the coordinating stickers throughout the planner just to keep track of what tasks are related to what goal. And then they have kind of like a guide on how to fill out your action plan worksheets. And then they have an action plan, so it's a 2-page action plan, and there's one for each of the 8 goals that you're going to be setting. Well, up to 8 goals. And then a yearly overview broken down by quarters, so you can kind of plot out the steps that you need to take to achieve your goals that year. And then we get into the monthly sections. So January. So for each month, they have kind of a brain dump for the month. So important to-dos, on my mind, I'm excited for, I'm hopeful that, so you can kind of clear that out, or put that, so you can kind of fill that out for the month. And then this is new this year from what I understand from the videos I've watched. They have a monthly calendar. And then we have the tending pages. So in January they have the tending tips. So just kind of going over how to use your tending pages and tips to make them really work for you. And then they have a spot where you can identify the goals you're focusing on this month and the action ideas that'll help you move towards achieving those goals. And then your tending list, so this looks the same for every month. So they have your encouraging words, top priority, your monthly action items with your progress bar, weekly action items, and your daily action items and habits. And then there's like a blank page here where you can put in one of the wildcard pages, whatever one you want to use that month. And this page is also perforated, so if you want to take it out and have your tending list like out on your desk or take it with you, that type of thing, you can do that. And then at the end of every month, they have a month in review. So you can go over what you're grateful for that month and, you know, the good things that happened that month. And then there's another blank page if you want to put in another wildcard page. So that's going to be the same for every month throughout the planner. And then they also have quarterly tabs. So the first section is the winter, and then there's a spring, a summer, and a fall quarterly tab. So for each quarterly tab, there's a little, so for each quarterly tab, there's a worksheet that kind of relates to that season. So in spring, it's kind of like spring cleaning, so they have a clear the clutter checklist. And then they have, it's a goal refresh for each quarter. So you can look at your goals, see how you're doing, see if there's any goals that you want to adjust or maybe that aren't working for you, a new goal that's popped up, so that type of thing. So then we have the same 8 areas of your life where you can kind of see how you're doing. And then your goal refresh. So if you need to rework your goals, then those can go here. If you've achieved some of those goals you initially set, then maybe you want to add a couple new ones, things like that. And then another spot for a wildcard page. And then we get into the month again. So they don't have the action plans, but I believe there is a wildcard page, like a goal progress one, that you can download that might work kind of as a bit of an action plan. Or these spaces are fairly generous, so you could probably even write a bit of an action plan right in the space if that's something that you want to include with your goals or you think will help you work towards meeting them, is having like a well thought out action plan to go along with your goal. So then we just have April, May, June, and then we get into summer. So for summer, they have a fruitful summer. So then just traditions, cultivating connection, and then your refresh again. And then we go to, so then it's July, August, September, and then we go to fall. So savoring cultivates contentment. So kind of slowing down, enjoying the season, and I think fall is kind of like when we start moving towards all those holidays. So it's always a good time to like slow down and enjoy. And then your goal refresh, and then we get into the last 3 months of the year. So October, November, December, and then the very last page of the Powersheets is your celebrating 2020. So highlights, things that you achieved, or good things that happened each month of the year. So those are the 2020 Powersheets. So this right here, just the one problem with the O-ring coil is I can't just flip this closed. I have to take these in like kind of like chunks and then just flip them back to be able to close it. But it's beautiful goal planner, and I can't wait to start digging in on Monday for Powersheets prep week and figuring out what my goals for 2020 are going to be and using this planner to help me achieve them. So that is the 2020 Powersheets goal planner. And then the pouch actually fits right over the planner. So if you want to keep like your tending tape, the sticker book fits in here. If you have like specific pens that you want to use in your Powersheets, things like that, you can just keep them right here on top in the pouch. And then it's a nice heavy metal zipper. And then on the inside, they have the beautiful sprouts pattern lining it. So it's really nice. So that's the pouch. And the goal setting sticker book with the color-coded, their signature goal color coding system. So we have some quotes. So I love that one. That's a beautiful color. Cultivate what matters. I really thought about getting the teal cover, but in the end I wanted to go with like the bright blooms pattern. It's nice and cheerful. And then some flags. So when you're doing like the goal refresh, you can color code those again. And then dots for your tending sheets or even on your monthly calendar, just to match with the flags. And then I was thinking too, if I notice like I'm running out of one color and not one of the other colors, you know, maybe that means that I need to, the color that I still have a lot of, you know, that's a goal that maybe I need to start paying more attention to. And then we have some hearts as well. And I like these ones, starting step. I like those little flags. And then I love these Powersheets party. And then just a few different stickers to use throughout your planner. Little by little, and I think these check marks are so cute, and I love the little arrows as well. And then I like the gold foil, it's so pretty. I love gold foil. And then I made progress. I like these little progress bars. And these roses are so pretty. I guess they could be peonies as well. Oh, no. And these roses are so pretty. And the blooms flowers. And I like the little praise hands, little hot coffees. And then kind of some health and wellness ones. And some celebration ones. And then these ones correspond to like different holidays throughout the year. And then some quotes. So choose purpose over perfect. Done is better than perfect. Good things grow over time. So a lot of great little quotes there. I like that. Make a mess. So those are the stickers that go with the Powersheets. And the tending tape. So it's like washi tape and it coordinates with the planner. So there's like the blue with the gold stripe, the confetti pattern, and then the teal with the little sprouts, and then the blooms, and the pink one, make it happen. So it has like the different words there. So that is the tending tape. So you can use that to mark things or to tape your wildcard pages in, all that good stuff. And then the last thing I got was the wildcard sheets or wildcard page pack. And then, as I mentioned, some of these are available for download from the website as well. So if there's one that you like, that you want to use, like, you know, maybe it only came with 2 and you want to use it 4 times throughout the year, then you can always see if it's available there for download. So it came with a perpetual calendar, create a life-giving home, so there's 2 of those. So chore chart or things that you can do around the house. Fun list. So there's 2, 3, are there 4 of those? Yeah, there's 4 of those. So brainstorm, a seasonal bucket list, adventures, things like that. Organization and decluttering. So, and there's 2 of these, so maybe one for your spring cleaning, one for your fall cleaning. Cultivated self-care. And then how rest and recharge, adventures to have, habits to develop. So there's 2 of those. Books read this year and what to read next. And I was thinking it might be an interesting challenge or maybe even a goal to try and fill this wild card page. I believe there's space for 46 books. I counted. I think it was 23 in a column. 1, 2. Yeah, there's 23, so that's 46 total. And then your what to read next list. And then relationship tending, so there's 2 of those. And then your financial check-in, so there is 4 of those, so 1 for each quarter if you want. So it's basically a net worth statement, so your assets, your liabilities, your net worth, so you can make sure it's going up and not down. So these would be especially useful if you have like some financial goals that you're trying to meet. Go-to meals, so just like a spot where you can keep some ideas for when you're creating like your meal plans for the week or the month. And then a couple notes pages and some goals at a glance. So 2 of those. So that is the wild card page pack. So that was everything that was included in the Best Year bundle. And then Monday is when Powersheets prep week starts. So I can't wait to listen to the podcast and watch Instagram lives and videos that they put out and kind of work along on my prep sheets with the team at Cultivate What Matters and setting my goals for 2020.